Well, hello, welcome. Apparently, I am live on YouTube. I'm live a different way than I wanted to be. I didn't want to be using StreamYard, but I am working on my computer. We'll just say that. Um, so how do I know? Oh, there we go. I can see there's one person in here. Okay, good. So there's a frog on your screen. Let's just watch this frog really quick. Did you ever notice how just look how he moves, how the frog moves in the water? He's kind of just floating there. Okay. You get it? We can watch it again. But let's watch it again later. I just wanted to show you something, a similarity that you can notice that I noticed. Then we're going to look at something. All right. SpaceX Crew 5 mission. And it is a space mission. Astronauts. How did they get up there? They ride on a dragon, a crew dragon. And so this video we're going to watch is the crew dragon has flown up to the space station and they've docked with it or attached to the space station, and now they're going to open that uh they're going to open up the hatch. Okay, so just watch this. We might even watch the whole thing, probably not, but um just want to show you something. I don't know if we need sound. We'll use sound, I guess, if it'll play sound. So on the right, that's the view from inside the so we're looking right now from the Dragon into the space station. No big deal, right? Let's make this a little quicker. So it's a dragon. Let me pause it here. Okay. Um so why were we looking at that frog? Well, just compare how that frog got around to how these astronauts get around. It's the same. Okay. Are you paying attention? Here, let me pause this. Let me just show you. I have to do it this way, otherwise I'd be able to do it better, once I get set up with my computer a little bit better, but I'm limited right now, so I gotta use StreamYard. So oh, welcome to the space station. Float your way on in from the Dragon into the space station, okay? Just kinda like those frogs, just kinda push yourself in and just kinda float in, okay? See the hair? Okay, do you guys see that? Why are we talking about frogs and why are we talking about astronauts coming into the space station from the Dragon capsule? Let's We're not gonna look at that one yet. Let's see if I can find something really quick. Let's see. I've done a video or two on Revelation. Okay, let me see something here. I'm looking for something sort of. Do you guys know that I've read the Book of Revelation on my channel? I forgot I did that. Oh, that's private. Never mind. There is a public one though. I just don't know where it is. Let's see. Okay, so I guess I'm not finding what I was looking for. Revelation 13. Do you guys remember? Let's look at it real quick. Let me open another page. I just want to show you something because these people, they launch on a rocket. Here's the I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Not these people, these spirits that look like people. They launch on a rocket and they go into low Earth orbit, right? Right? That's what the world believes these days. So it seemed like this was talking about that. This beast out of the earth. Revelation 13:11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. He had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Well, those people are all riding up in a dragon. It's a dragon capsule. Anyway, that's sort of beside the point. But so there's these 6 bowls of wrath in Revelation in 16. And the stuff that we just watched, those astronauts floating around from the Dragon capsule into the space station. I think we would have to be naive um, purposefully in order to not be able to comprehend that, however impossible it sounds, someone 2,000 years ago claimed to have a vision from God and wrote a book called Revelation. And they described what we just watched. And it's right here. So it's the 6th angel poured out his vial on the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, and the way of the kings of the east might be prepared, or that the way of the kings. And I saw right here, and I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. So let's just like say it's not a coincidence that this is so um similar of something that why would he write this down that he saw 3 unclean spirits? Um and then why would he say he saw them coming out of the mouth of the dragon? Oh, that's what I was going to do. Here. Let's do one other thing. Where did that go? Oh, right here. Okay, I can I think we can figure something out here. That should get us there. There we go. Watch this really quick. Is there no sound? There should be sound. I hope there's sound. I see Tony says sound, and then Wiz Khalifa says no sound. So I'm trying to figure it out. Are you guys not hearing the sound on this? That would be a bummer. I would have to try to figure that out real quick. Let me see if I can do that. Edit. I don't know how to do that. Settings? Oh yeah, I think I can do that here. Okay, so audio, communications. See, I don't understand how to do this stuff very well. Let's try this and tell me, let's see. Okay, I can't hear that. So that won't work. Okay, I can hear that. Let's see. I'm gonna look back to the chat here. Thomas, you got sound. So you were hearing, you heard her say it, or that you guys look good in the dragon or whatever. No sound, no sound, no sound on the video. Okay. Thomas Morgan says he got sound, but I don't think he did. Just judging by everyone else's no sound. Sorry, guys. I don't know how to make StreamYard work. I really thought that let me do this. Let me just download the video and play it on StreamYard. I think I can do that. Let's see, channel content. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna have to find it a different way. Hold on. Oop. Show all. Sorry, guys. You got to hear the audio. Out of the mouth of the dragon. Okay, download. Might even be a different video. I'm not sure. So as soon as that downloads, then I can hopefully. Let's see. I haven't been doing this for so long that I don't really remember. Let's see. Present video file. Out of the mouth of the dragon. Open.
The beast.
Okay, could you guys hear him say, it's a beast? I just need, before I'm gonna play it, I'm gonna make sure that you guys could hear that. I'll play it a little bit here again. Could you hear music there? Okay, good deal. So that's how we'll have to play videos, I guess. So in other words, you guys didn't hear any of the audio from earlier when I was playing the or not that video, but this video. You didn't hear any of this audio. That just makes it so effective. I'm just kidding. Okay, so let's do this.
I mean, it's a beast.
Congratulations on a wonderful capture. You've made a lot of folks happy down here over in Hawthorne and right here in Houston. Great job, guys.
Houston Station, looks like we got us a dragon by the tail. We're thinking this sim went really well. We're ready to turn it around and do it for real.
And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet.
The 3 of you look great inside the dragon. I wonder if you could describe your surroundings a little bit, and would you feel comfortable riding up in one of those on a future mission?
Well, I spent quite a bit of time poking around in here this morning, just looking at the engineering and the flying layout. Up in a human-rated dragon is not going to be an issue.
Golden Hands Aki Hoshidi was at the controls and grabbed the dragon, and then we brought it close next to the space station, and then I got to actually birth it, so that was pretty fun. A lot of cargo, you might see behind me. We started taking stuff out. Some of the white bags right behind me is all the cargo. This is a crew care package which we got. We also got a little dessert.
Okay, so do you guys see the verse that's on the screen? It says, "And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority." That's talking about the beast that came up from the bottomless pit. That the dragon gives that beast power. Well, do you hear what she is saying? She's talking about all the food that they're getting from the dragon, so to keep them up there. Like, let's go back a little bit and just pay attention. This story that we're watching happen in the reality we live in. It was seen by John 2,000 years ago. I can't say that all of these things are coincidences. Well, you could say that, but that it wouldn't be very wise to think that way. I don't think, especially when if a person is if a person's believing what the Bible says, if they're believing that John did get a vision from an angel that Jesus sent, and if these things are actually true, then you should expect to see some of these things, maybe not in your lifetime, but for 2,000 years, people have expected to see these things at some point in time. We just didn't know how they would come about. But yeah, so the dragon gives the beast his power and seat and great authority.
A lot of cargo, you might see behind me. We started taking stuff out. Some of the white bags right behind me is all the cargo. This is a crew care package which we got. We also got a little dessert, got a little ice cream. So we're looking forward to having that tonight. We just unpacked it this afternoon, so we put it in our refrigerator here, waiting to have it tonight. It's quite a treat. We don't usually have this type of stuff up here.
Man, StreamYard sucks. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast, and they worshiped the beast, saying, "Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him?" Have you ever debated a globe earther? They'll talk about the space station like it's their god. You can't argue with the space station. Look, it goes over everybody's house. Must be a real good thing. Science. Joe, I thought you was like 32. Must be good genes. Yeah, right. You don't see me without my hat on very much. I look much older. I'm 45. Looking 32. That's good. That's good. That's like getting ID'd for buying booze or cigarettes, right? When you're 45, you're like, "Oh, thank you." So the story, this dragon, see you know, I don't know what words would describe my prior beliefs or whatever. But when I thought of a dragon, I would think of like an animal, not a metal horn shaped vehicle. We got sound, Thomas says. That's good. Yeah, I'll just play this a little bit more. It's almost over.
It's usually, thermostabilized or dehydrated that we're hydrating. So, homemade ice cream is something special, and we're going to have a little party. We, Aki and I were telling Yuri about it last night, and tonight's our dessert night.
Oh, did you see what I did to the video there? Do you know why? Courtesy of NASA. Okay, let's go back to my desktop. How do I stop? Or I just got to remove it, right? Okay, cool. Okay. Get that out of there. Let's see here. Let's do so what gave me this idea? Why would I think astronauts aren't people? Well, because the prophets kind of gave us that idea. Look, do just that one verse. Actually, let's go back to that quick before we go to Enoch. We're going to look at Enoch chapter 17, but so he sees these unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon. I think we saw that too when we were watching where was that? This right here. Out of the mouth of the dragon. Get it? There, you're looking from the mouth of the dragon into the beast. I'm just saying. Look. For they are spirits of the spirits of devils, working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of that great day of God Almighty. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. And he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. So it's not a joke that that this is, something that, I see this clearly, but nobody knows, right? Nobody knows what John actually saw, except that John described what he saw very many different ways, many different things he saw. But so this is the battle. I mean, if we look at what happens after this, first of all, what are all this talk about the dragon and the space station and the beast or whatever, all this stuff? Why? What city is destroyed? Like what happens in Armageddon? At Armageddon, and the seventh angel poured out his vial into the air, and there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne, saying, "It is done." And there were voices and thunders and lightnings, and there was a great earthquake, such as not was since men were upon the earth. So mighty an earthquake and so great. So now this is different than, like, everybody that I hear talk about this. They think of it in a different way than I do. So it says, and the great city was divided into three parts, because there was that big earthquake, right? The great city was divided into three parts, and the cities of the nations fell, and great Babylon came in remembrance before God, to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath. And every island fled away, and the mountains were not found. And there fell. Okay, now here's something that's going on that I don't know why people aren't alarmed by these things, but since 2019, SpaceX has launched close to 4,000 Starlink satellites into orbit. Probably like 3,800 or 3,700, something like that. And if you go outside and look up at the sky, which most people that are interested in the things I'm interested in refuse to look at the sky. They refuse to look at reality that's happening. They think it's all fake, unfortunately. But if you go outside and look up, you'll find it's not fake. So the things that and the idea of, like, balloons. Oh, those Starlink satellites are on balloons. No, they're not. You've never seen them if you think they're on balloons. You've never seen them zing across the sky. Those things are going fast and they're far away. And that's what's interesting to me about this verse. And there fell upon men a great hail out of heaven, every stone about the weight of a talent, and men blasphemed God because of the plague of the hail, for the plague thereof was exceeding great. You should probably thank Elon Musk for that. You could thank him before it even happens. Okay? Just letting you know that. But yeah, so these unclean spirits like frogs, they go They go for it. Just think about this. The astronauts are the only ones that have been to space. Just think about that. Especially when space is a place of darkness. It's like a dark abyss. Everything that makes it into orbit is perpetually falling. Everything in the solar system is perpetually falling. So this great city that was divided into 3 parts, notice that the cities of the nations fell. Like, fell. Probably from the sky. Because it's probably the solar system. And that's probably a lot of fire that comes into this world and a lot of hailstones, about the weight of a talent. So yeah, look forward to that. That's something that our world, the technology and the future of our world is setting us up to be plagued by things falling from the sky, great hailstones falling from the sky. So get ready for that. And this is what's funny is that people kind of laugh at the idea that these things are happening right now. And they're just blind to some of these things that I'm pointing out. Like, why would John describe these unclean spirits like frogs coming out of the mouth of the dragon? What is he talking about? Is he talking about this? I think he is. There's one right there. But there's a reason why what gave me that idea? What gave me that idea? This right here. Enoch goes to a place of darkness. What do you know? I'm gonna look for wiki source. Where is that? Maybe I'll have to just type it in. Okay. So let's just read this chapter. And they took and brought me to a place in which those who were there were like flaming fire. And when they wished, they appeared as men. And they brought me to the place of darkness and to a mountain, the point of whose summit reached to heaven. You guys, all these details, there's a place of darkness, a dark abyss at the end of heaven and earth. A dark abyss. That's in Enoch more than once. And I saw the places of the luminaries. Okay, we're talking about space or whatever you want to call it, the firmament, the solar system, whatever you like to call it. We're talking about that place. I saw the places of the luminaries and the treasuries of the stars and of the thunder and of and in the uttermost depths. How would we find depth? By going up. Well, you just go to a place that has no bottom, which would be the end of heaven and earth. It's a pit. Sheol. It's an uttermost depths. Where were a fiery bow and arrows and their quiver, and a fiery sword and all the lightnings. And they took me to the living waters and to the fire of the west, which receives every setting of the sun. And I came to a river of fire, in which the fire flows like water and discharges itself into the great sea towards the west. That great sea is not on the earth. That great sea is the great hanging sea, the waters above. Verse 6 says, I saw the great rivers and came to the great river and to the great darkness, and went to the place where no flesh walks. But there's astronauts, guys. Just think about that. No flesh walks there. Let me look one other thing up really quick before I forget, and we'll go right back to that. Okay, we'll come right back to that. I just didn't want to forget. Okay. I saw the mountains of the darkness of winter and the place whence all of the waters of the deep flow. The deep is above us, you guys. It's that darkness, the dark waters. I saw the mouths of all the rivers of the earth and the mouth of the deep. And then, of course, this chapter, he sees the winds, and at the end of this next chapter here, he sees a prison for the stars in the host of heaven. And the angel says, he describes the solar system, you guys. What Enoch, how would he know about the solar system? Well, because the angel showed him. Okay, let's see. Let's go to verse 11. And I saw a deep abyss with columns of heavenly fire, and among them I saw columns of fire fall, which were beyond measure, alike toward the height and towards the depth. Again, bottomless. And beyond that abyss, I saw a place which had no firmament of the heaven above, and no firmly founded earth beneath it. There was no water. Now think about this. I want people to understand that when Enoch wrote this, he was talking about real things. He was talking about, at least for him, the things that he was shown and told, that was very real to him. He saw it. Okay. And I'm trying to do the same thing and show you that it's very real today also. The same things in the same way. But we have been brainwashed in this modern society to think of them as something that they're not, to look at good as evil and evil as good, right? Or light as darkness. So let's see. So there was no firmament of the heaven above, and no firmly founded earth beneath it. So when they're in low Earth orbit, the Earth is like beneath them, right? But they're just falling, though. They're just continuously falling. So there's nothing beneath them, if that makes sense. And no firmly founded earth beneath it. There was no water upon it, and no birds, but it was a waste and horrible place. I saw their 7 stars like great burning mountains. Just think of the 7 planets. I saw their 7 stars like great burning mountains, and to me, when I inquired regarding him, the angel said, "This place is the end of heaven and earth." The previous chapter, we were just reading about that, the place of darkness at the end of heaven and earth, okay? This has become a prison for the stars and the host of heaven. Now look at, here's the solar system. And the stars which roll over the fire, like they're orbiting the sun. The stars which roll over the fire are they which have transgressed the commandment of the Lord in the beginning of their rising, because they did not come forth at their appointed times. And he was wroth with them and bound them till the time when their guilt should be consummated, even for 10,000 years. So yeah, you really misjudged that one, NASA. Mars isn't a place. You sent your rover to evil spirits. You're entertaining angels. That's what you're doing, NASA. Not good angels either. So Jeremiah 51 talks about Babylon. And I just want to point out some things to notice about Babylon. Babylon, the judgment against Babylon is Babylon falls to the earth. It's above the earth, you guys. It's that solar system. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind. I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her. Let's just see what that word, I think it's strangers. Let's just look at it though. Okay, winnowers. I was sent to Babylon winnowers. I didn't hear that one before. To be a stranger. Okay, stranger. Someone that's not from that place. Okay, so, sorry. When I see a word and I'm not sure of it, I want to make sure of it. Okay. Fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. How many people are saying NASA's liars, or space is fake, or the Earth's not a globe? That's what that is, you guys. Just look at, he said he's going to send strangers or whatever that shall fan her and empty her land. Come out of her, my people. You guys can see that happening. Andrew says, I'm still trying to grasp and understand what Babylon is and how come out of her. And that's here's what the reason why, the only reason why I can think of it as being her, or I mean, not, or why it would seem to be, make sense that it's a her. Because she's a city too. It's in, I think, Revelation 17, the last verse, I think. It says that she's that great city that reigns over the kings of the earth. Well, there's a city that I look forward to called New Jerusalem, or the Holy City, and that's up there. So Babylon, just like Lucifer wants to ascend into heaven as exalt his throne above the stars of God, just like NASA wants to ascend into heaven and put their space station up in the stars of God, right? Just like that, Babylon wants to hide the real kingdom that's coming, like New Jerusalem, and wants to go up there in the place of that. So Satan's got his bases covered, doesn't he? He's like, he's got his own city up there, his throne up there, his own seat, you know? And that's what the people in this world are believing. But look at, I just want to show you a few things here. For in the day of trouble, they shall be against her roundabout. Like, you know, when people are like soul lure system, that's what that's talking. That's what I see that as. It says, against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow. Who's the archer? Like, I'm thinking of Apollo, but, and against him that, look, now look at this. Okay. This to me, I don't understand how Jeremiah even wrote this. Or Thomas says, read Enoch 39. I will do that in a minute. Okay, how could Jeremiah write this? And against him that lifteth himself up in his brigandine. You know what that is? That's a metal suit of armor. So against him that lifts himself up in his suit of armor. Again, I'm thinking of like Elon Musk. Think about it. It says, and spare ye not her young men, and destroy ye utterly all her host. Okay, hold on a minute. Let's go down. Okay. Verse 6, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her recompense. Okay, here we go. Like, just think of the solar system. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. So I don't know, like, I don't understand why people don't talk about this stuff. I really don't. It drives me nuts, actually. This is all talking about assaulting the throne of God. All of it. Lifted up to the skies, reaching up to heaven. So yeah, and Andrew, that's kind of my idea there, is like kind of like a competition between the bride of Christ, or New Jerusalem, the woman clothed with the sun, you know what I mean? And Babylon being a great city, but being a woman also. Let's see here. Okay, so here we go. Here's your Falcon 9 rocket. These demons that lift these these pillars up in the air, which Solomon wrote about. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes for his device against Babylon, to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple. His temple. Where's God's temple? In heaven. All of this is happening in heaven. Like all of these things that were, it's like, I don't know how any of the people that call themselves a Bible believer or whatever, how can they not see that space exploration is like the final assault? When men started to fly, it's the end of the world. Let's see. I was trying to find it talks about, it says that this place is a dwelling place for dragons, that Babylon is. Where is that? This is a long chapter. Yeah, and it says it's a land where no man dwells. So just think about that. If you believe in astronauts, you believe that people go to space. I don't think they do. I think they're not even people, you guys. Oh, here we are, 37. And Babylon shall become heaps, a dwelling place for dragons, an astonishment and hissing without an inhabitant. So when Revelation like 18 or 18? Yeah. When these kings of the earth, so these kings, you guys, these are not men right here. When it's talking about these kings that are lamenting over Babylon, those aren't men. They're horns. That's what it even tells us in Daniel's vision and John. It tells us that they're horns. The kings are horns. Or the horns are kings, or I don't remember which way. But all the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. Can you guys imagine what it'll look like when the sky, the darkness in the sky consumes this, like comes down here, and wow, crazy. Let's look at Enoch chapter 39. I did read that the other day, Thomas, but not on here or anything, but let's see. Oh, why did I go to 19? I'm not thinking. The abode of the righteous and of the elect one, the praises of the blessed. And it shall come to pass in those days that elect and holy children, I like this part, will descend from the high heaven, and their seed will become one with the children of men. And in those days Enoch received books of zeal and wrath, and books of disquiet and expulsion. So somebody made a mistake, right? They're elect and holy children, but okay. And mercy shall not be accorded to them, saith the Lord of spirits. And in those days a whirlwind carried me off from the earth, and set me down at the end of the heavens. And there I saw another vision, the dwelling places of the holy, and the resting places of the righteous. Here mine eyes saw their dwellings with the righteous, with his righteous angels, and their resting places with the holy. And they petitioned and interceded and prayed for the children of men, and righteousness flowed before them as water. I think it was Kent Hovind that pointed that out to me once. That in Hebrews, what is it? Let's look it up. Let's just go here. I think it's maybe Hebrews 11. Let's look at it and see. It might be 12. It might be 12. I don't know. I think it's 12. Yeah, look at this. Wherefore, seeing we are We also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses. Let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us. I think that's talking about those same, where was that? Sorry. And they petitioned and interceded and prayed for the children of men, and the righteousness flowed before them as water, and mercy like dew upon the earth. Thus it is amongst them forever and ever. And in that place mine eyes saw the elect one of righteousness and of faith. You guys know who that is, right? Yeah, Andrew, that's what I was thinking too. Like almost like if you think about it, you have people that are, I guess they'd be your brothers and sisters in God that are praying for you. Like people that have passed on, I think. I don't know. And I saw and in that place mine eyes saw the elect one of righteousness and of faith, and I saw his dwelling place under the wings of the Lord of spirits, and righteousness shall prevail in his days. I love this. And the righteous and elect shall be without number before him forever and ever. And all the righteous and elect before him shall be strong as fiery lights, and their mouth shall be full of blessing. And their lips extol the name of the Lord of spirits, and righteousness before him shall never fail, and uprightness shall never fail before him. There I wished to dwell, and my spirit longed for that dwelling place. And there heretofore hath been my portion. For so has it been established concerning me before the Lord of spirits. In those days I praised and extolled the name of the Lord of spirits with blessings and praises, because he hath destined me for blessing and glory according to the good pleasure of the Lord of spirits. For a long time my eyes regarded that place, and I blessed him and praised him, saying, Blessed is he, and may he be blessed from the beginning and forevermore. And before him there is no ceasing. He knows before the world was created what is forever and what will be from generation unto generation. Those who sleep those who sleep not bless thee. That doesn't seem like it's written right. Those who sleep not bless thee. They stand before thy glory and bless, praise, and extol, saying, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of spirits. He filleth the earth with spirits. And here my eyes saw all those who sleep not. They stand before him and bless and say, Blessed be thou, and blessed be the name of the Lord forever and ever. And my face was changed, for I could no longer behold. So that was 39. Yeah, Jeremiah did see the day of the Lord. You're right. True, true, true. So yeah, this stream was sort of a test. I wasn't planning on doing StreamYard, but I had to. That was my only choice. I'm starting from scratch. Everything's like starting from scratch pretty much. So I have to set everything up, and a lot of it is not set up yet. But stop calling. Someone's calling me. So yeah, what I was gonna it's sad. Let's see here. Let me show you. See, this is my program video. We were gonna watch all these videos. We're gonna watch a 4-dimension coin funnel, Dream of Apollo, Super Heavy, Firmament Breach, a flying roll, horns. Let's watch flat Earth videos. That's actually Daniel 8. And Revelation 13 background, and So Hot right now. But we can't, because I'm not going to download every one of them and do that. But I have this part working for the most part. Anyway, I think I might have the wrong update or version. I might have to change that. And I also need to work on OBS too. So we're getting somewhere though. So yeah, some people have been commenting they don't like the TikTok videos or whatever. And I'm like, that's just what I've been doing right now because that's just what I got. I got my phone. My computer was on the fritz. I got it working, and I just have to get everything kind of set up again because I got a lot I want to talk about. So other than that, I'm going to end the broadcast. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. And yeah, if you see what I'm pointing out, if you what do they say? If you're picking up what I'm putting down, share it. That's all you can do is just share it with people, share the information or just the idea. It's very important, I think. Thank you guys for hanging out, and expect me to go live maybe tomorrow. We'll see you. All right, have a good one. Thanks for listening.